Hi guys, for this lesson we're going to be taking a look at a powerful article I read recently and exploring the inspirational business English used by the author Ben Adams. I must say that it's really well written and is packed full of useful expressions that you could and should incorporate into your business English vocabulary. It's all about Pfizer and their upcoming business moves. And I think we all know that Pfizer is a pretty amazing company that's really on the up. Let's read it through together first, and then we'll take a second look in more detail.
Pfizer, flush with cash and new marketing chief, hires 2 new agencies after review. Pfizer is shifting gears with its agency roster as a new marketing chief makes his mark. The New York-based Big Pharma, which has made tens of billions of dollars from its COVID-19 drug and vaccines over the past 2 years, is looking for new ways of splashing that cash in marketing. To help, it has hired Publicis Group, one of the largest communications companies in the world, to handle its integrated global engine work, according to industry media publisher PR Week, which it says includes data and tech, media, and creative production. It has also hired marketing giant Interpublic Group as its lead creative partner. Pfizer has a long history of working with the world's largest PR firms that more recently include Weber, Ogilvy, Real Chemistry, Dini von Mueffling Communications, Porter Novelli, and Edelman. The change-up comes after former Verily executive Andreas Drew Panayiotou joined Pfizer last September in what was the company's inaugural Biopharma Global Chief Marketing Officer role. In this capacity, Panayiotou is responsible for building commercial infrastructure and adding new innovative engagement channels, tools, and digital solutions. He undertook an agency review earlier this year and clearly has found some new agencies better suited for his vision at Pfizer. We are working to bring Pfizer's marketing organization into the same transformation the larger organization has undergone over the past years, to be more innovative, nimbler, and data-driven, Panayiotou told PR Week in an interview. By consolidating and centralising our agency model, we will use scale to our advantage to get the best of the best from the agency world and power better content creation. While COVID-19 still remains a core focus for Pfizer, the recent official transition of the pandemic stage of the disease in the US to an endemic one will hit its stellar sales. Pfizer will need to rely more on its pipeline of cancer and rare disease therapies for future growth.
So now let's break it down into chunks and analyze the expressions and key vocabulary that convey the potentiality and power of this incredible company. Pfizer is shifting gears with its agency roster as a new marketing chief makes his mark. Shifting gears, a metaphor for some kind of engine or vehicle. In this context, best thought of as a fast car or a motorbike, which is going up in the gears, getting faster and faster, becoming more powerful. And I think we all understand that Pfizer is becoming more powerful. Makes his mark. To make his mark or her mark or their mark or our mark, etc., is to have an effect on, usually in a positive way. So, for example, Alexander the Greek made his mark in history. So did Genghis Khan. So did Hitler, you might say, although not in a very positive way. In the case here of Drew Panayiotou, it will be to effect change with the goal of increasing profitability and maintaining perpetual corporate growth. The New York-based Big Pharma, which has made tens of billions of dollars from its COVID-19 drugs and vaccines over the past 2 years, is looking for new ways of splashing that cash in marketing. Big Pharma. The definition of Big Pharma is noun, Big Pharma, plural noun, big pharmas. Major multinational pharmaceutical companies collectively as a sector of industry. Used in a sentence. Big Pharma remains the most profitable industry in America. In this case, the author is using the term Big Pharma to refer only to Pfizer. At this point, Pfizer is the #1 premier operator of the Big Pharma industry, the top dog, made tens of billions of dollars. Well, I think that's quite self-explanatory, but it is useful to practice the number form. $1, $10, $100, hundreds of dollars, $1,000, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars, tens of billions of dollars. That is a lot of dollars. Splashing that cash. Cash is money. Splashing it means spending it. In this case, by hiring the very best marketing companies. Splashing money around indicates that you have lots of it. To help, it has hired Publicis Group, one of the largest communications companies in the world, to handle its integrated global engine work, which it says includes data and tech, media and creative production. So creative. One of the largest companies. One of the plus superlative adjective plus plural noun. Very common to see this form. Let's try a couple of others. One of the plus richest plus organizations. One of the plus most dominant plus performers. Handle here means to control, to take care of. Integrated global engine. Here we see the idea of an engine again, a machine. This time, a machine operating globally, all around the world, which is integrated, which means coordinated together. It has also hired marketing giant Interpublic Group as its lead creative partner. Marketing giant. A giant in the marketing sector, together with a giant in the Big Pharma sector. Sounds like a match made in heaven. Lead creative partner. This means they will be the leaders of the creativity behind the marketing campaigns moving forwards. Partner implies they will be working together. I'm sure the folks at both companies will be putting their heads together to come up with more ideas and genius strategies to bring in more investors, more customers, and keep selling those good drugs. Pfizer has a long history of working with the world's largest PR firms that more recently include Weber, Ogilvy, Real Chemistry, Dini von Mueffling Communications, Porter Novelli, and Edelman. Long history. These guys have been doing this for ages. They are the masters. The world's largest PR firms. PR is public relations. The world's largest. The largest in the world. The largest PR firms in the world working with the largest pharmaceutical company in the world. Sounds like a mutually beneficial union of great significance. The change-up comes after former Verily executive Drew Panayiotou joined Pfizer last September in what was the company's inaugural Biopharma Global Chief Marketing Officer role. Quite a mouthful. Change-up, with the hyphen, or change-up as a compound word, is a baseball term referring to a deceptively slow pitch designed to throw off the batter's timing. I don't think that's what the author means here. I think he means the non-hyphenated phrasal verb change up, meaning to change something, usually in a positive way, to implement a positive change, an improvement. In this capacity, Panayiotou is responsible for building commercial infrastructure and adding new innovative engagement channels, tools, and digital solutions. He undertook an agency review earlier this year and clearly has found some new agencies better suited for his vision at Pfizer. Panayiotou is responsible. He's the guy, the man, the wizard, the one behind it all, pulling the strings, making things happen. A mover and a shaker, the main facilitator. Innovative engagement channels. This means they'll be looking at any and every possible way to get their advertising into our minds.
Pfizer over here, Pfizer over there, Pfizer everywhere, Pfizer on your phone, Pfizer in your home, Pfizer on a train, Pfizer on a plane, Pfizer in your vein, Pfizer in your brain,
and maybe your heart too. Undertook. This means to commit to something and then do it. These guys are professionals. Better suited. Now, this doesn't mean they have nicer suits, although, let's face it, they probably do have nicer suits.
What better suited means here is that they have the qualities that are right, needed, and appropriate for the vision that Drew Panayiotou has in mind for Pfizer. I personally am really excited to see what they can accomplish through 2023 and into 2024. Really inspirational stuff. We are working to bring Pfizer's marketing organization into the same transformation that the larger organization has undergone over the last 2 years. To be more nimble, innovative, and data-driven, Panayiotou told PR Week in an interview. Undergone. To undergo something means to experience or be subjected to something, typically something unpleasant, arduous, or painful, like an operation. But in this case, it means the completely positive transformation of the Pfizer organization. Nimbler. Nimbler means to be agile, quick to react, fast, skillful. Just as you might think of an enormous multinational corporation. Data-driven. This means to be driven by the data. A logical business process. What do the data show? The data show that we should expand our marketing reach and global influence. By consolidating and centralising our agency model, we will use scale to our advantage to get the best of the best from the agency world and power better content creation. Consolidating and centralising. Consolidating means to reinforce what they have already built, like an impenetrable fortress of money and power. Centralising means they will be bringing all the power into one structure for easier and more effective control. We will use scale to our advantage. This means they will be leveraging the enormous size and influence of the company to effectively work with the most enormous and influential marketing agencies. Glorious, the best of the best, the elite. While COVID still remains a core focus for Pfizer, the recent official transition of the pandemic stage of the disease in the US to an endemic one will hit its stellar sales. Pfizer will need to rely more on its pipeline of cancer and rare disease therapies for future growth. Core focus. This means it's one of their top priorities. Core is in the middle, like the Earth's core or an apple core. Integral. The bosom. If something of mine generated tens of billions of dollars, then it would probably be quite high on my list of priorities too. Hit, in this case, does not mean to physically hit. It means to do damage to threaten, to disrupt, to reduce, to mess with, to negatively affect. Stellar sales. These sales are through the roof, up in the stars. I've never seen sales like these. I wouldn't want them to be hit. Rely more on means to depend more on, to change focus to. Because Pfizer's COVID vaccine profits are decreasing now, they need to find a way to maintain or increase that same level of growth. Pipeline.
used here metaphorically to talk about the flow of something. In this case, the flow of money for drugs, a pipeline of highly profitable drugs. Future growth. How much will this company grow in the future? It seems like the possibilities are almost limitless. It has been my pleasure to talk about the business English used in this beautifully written article about one of the most incredible companies in the world today, Pfizer. Thanks to Drew Panayiotou for being so good at what you do. And thanks, of course, to Albert Bourla, Pfizer's CEO, without whom none of this would be possible. These guys are, I think, the pinnacle of human endeavor. And we're lucky enough to have them at the helm to take care of us and steer humanity in the right direction with their amazing products and dedication to the health of all humans on Earth. Thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. And might I recommend you put Fierce Pharma in your favorites, because it's got some really interesting stuff there about the pharmaceutical industry. Lovely stuff.